Hey y'all, welcome to lesson 7. We are almost to the end of the summer. You have this week and next week, and that's it. So I think we can handle this. Let's dig into all of the things that you have to do for this week, and then we can maybe touch on a little bit of a head start for your final exams. So I'm going to move me out of the way. And let's take a look at lesson 7. So for this week, we're going to be talking about social structure and social process theories of crime. Since the summer break, we've talked about classical and neoclassical theories of crime, those things that dealt with punishment and removing the benefit from crime, making the risk and the loss greater than the potential benefit. We talked about the biological theories of crime. What is it about our makeup or things that maybe happen to us biologically or chemically that cause us to take off down a certain path? These theories deal more with the social groups that we participate in. Think in terms of family units. Think in terms of neighborhoods, school groups. And even the way some of our communities are structured and how that plays a role in whether or not someone pursues criminality. The picture that I used in this week's lesson obviously looked like a bunch of punk kids fighting over something. The reason for that is a lot of social structure and social process theories deal with juvenile delinquency. They look at crime as something that has been learned or something that has been supported and facilitated based on the people that we interact with. So obviously, if the way your family solves problems is you just go out in the yard and duke it out, then it's obvious that someone has learned violence as an option. We'll dig in a little bit more. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for this week. Again, it's a pretty short one. You have a Prezi lecture, and I know the Prezi lectures have been giving some folks fits. So when I load this announcement, I'm also going to email everyone the direct link. So you'll have the lecture and the transcript. The transcript is a completely separate document. So if you don't want to jack with the video, just look at the transcript. You have one chapter. It's a pretty short chapter out of a criminology textbook. Actually, it's a juvenile delinquency textbook. The chapter itself is approximately 28 pages. I think all of it that you have to read is somewhere around 23 or 24. As with any of the other chapters you've read so far this summer, all of the references at the back mean nothing. All of the practice questions at the back mean nothing. And whether or not you want to read all the little blocks that are kind of inserted on the page are totally up to you. I'm just looking at the meat in the chapter, the important parts. You also have a video. Oh, and I need to change the date. Ha! Look at that. I forgot to change the date of when the video was made. So you have a TED Talk that you're going to watch. It's about 12 minutes long from a gentleman named Shaka Senghor. So in this video, he's going to tell you a little bit about himself and his story, and based on his story, you then have a brief writing assignment. So your writing assignment needs to be no less than 2 pages, no more than 5 pages. This is not some sort of giant book or dissertation. It's a reaction to his story. You're going to have 3 questions. There are writing prompts in the assignment that you need to address. You can do those numbered, 1, 2, 3. You can do them as paragraphs. You can weave your responses into the entire document. The structure of it doesn't matter. What I'm looking for is that you answer those 3 questions, that it's at least 2 pages, page and a half I'll take, that it is 1-inch margins, 12-point font, double spaced, no cheating with like giant fonts here, people, and that you've kind of addressed what we were looking for. I will tell you, it may be to your advantage to do the reading assignment first, mark some of those examples of theories, watch the video once for the content, go back and watch it a second time so that you can make notes. You will be comparing Mr. Senghor's story to the various social structure theories that we're covering this week, just so you have fair warning. Your writing assignment, however, is not due until next Monday, Monday the 29th at midnight. So you have all of this week to get that finished. And then again, we're rolling towards the end of Columbine. Theoretically, this should be your very last week with a Columbine reading. By the end of this week, you should have completely wrapped up the entire book. If you haven't, don't worry about it, because you still have one more week left to finish things up. So, let's see if we can get out of this. And we'll just dabble around a little bit in the actual week 7. So there's the Prezi lecture. You'll want to make sure that you read through the description for the week and check off the box that those things are done. There's the transcript if you would rather have just the written transcript of the video and not have to watch the entire thing. Or if something happens and you can't watch the entire thing, which seems to be an issue this summer. This is the link that will take you to the chapter, the juvenile delinquency chapter that focuses on those theories. This is the link that will take you to Mr. Sangor's TED Talk. And then this one is for your writing assignment. So you have a couple of different ways. I'm going to go ahead and open that one up for you to turn it in. You can submit your paper here, right? If you write your paper, save it on your desktop and then load it into Moodle. Totally okay. You can email it to me as an attachment. You can do a Google Doc. Just make sure that if you create it in Google, that you email me the link, or you could put the link in Moodle. The document has to be editable for me to be able to see. And you're going to include my Drury email for the Google Doc. So aporter009@drury.edu. Then we're going to dig into the only thing you have left is Lesson 8. And Lesson 8 will have a couple of, there's 2 things included in that. You will have a couple reading assignments. That's it. There's just a couple of things to read and cover. There's no additional work that you have to do. So as you finish up this week, those things will already be open. You'll have a study guide for your final exam. And your final exam is due to me by, now your deadline is going to be a little bit off, and I'm going to put all of this in writing for you too. Let me get the calendar up. Because I am leaving the country for vacation, your final exam will be due to me no later than midnight on Saturday, August the 3rd. So you'll have from the 28th through the 3rd to get your final exam finished, everything turned into me. I will get the grades loaded to Drury before the boat leaves on August 4th. As always, if you guys need something, if you have any questions, just give me a call. You have my phone number. You can text me. You can email me. You can message me in Moodle. And I hope you have a great week. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.